guys, is day 2 of our backpacking trip in Wyoming. This is the lake that we're camped on. I mean, what a great thing to wake up to. Got some water boiling back at camp for oatmeal. The boys are still in the tent at 8 o'clock. If you look up over above the trees where that patch of snow is, there's some pretty steep cliffs beneath it. The lake we're heading into today is at the base of those cliffs. So that's what we're heading to today. It's not as windy today as I see that winds. But fish are already jumping on the water. See some rings there. Had a good day fishing yesterday. Hopefully we'll have a good day again today. Thanks for coming along with us. Hopefully you guys are having a good weekend, whatever you're doing. All right, Andrew's got the first fish on of the day. Little brookie. Little male brookie. Nice, Andrew. That's his first cast. First cast of the day, first fish. That's how we like it. All right, and while I was helping Andrew get his fish off, Caleb's on the board. Caleb's first one for the day. Another little brookie. Let's walk over here and see the colors on this. These, especially the males, have been super pretty. Look at those. Look how orange he is. All those pretty halos. He's small. He's probably 9 inches. That's about what we've been catching out of here. We've caught a few that were probably 10 or 11. Most of them have been like this. Okay, buddy, put him back in. Guys, here's the next tiny little lake up the chain on our way to Leg Lake. This one's not named on any of the topo maps. I caught a 14+ inch grayling at the inlet of this years and years ago. So we're going to work our way around it and cast in this one a few times as we continue on up to Leg. So we saw a heron at that last lake, which was really neat. It was too fast for me to get it on video. And then we saw some grayling at the inlet, but we couldn't catch them. We threw everything we had at the, well, not everything. All 3 of us were casting at the one for a while, and we just couldn't get them to get interested in what we were throwing in there. So on to the next lake. Well guys, we made it to Leg Lake. Andrew's tucked in behind some rocks trying to stay out of the wind. So is Caleb, and I'm trying to stand back here just so you guys can hear the audio. I'm going to walk around this boulder so you can see the lake. I'm sure when that happens it's going to get rid of any audio that you can hear. But here we go. Here's your first look at Leg Lake. Look at that. Look at those straight down cliffs on the back side of it. It's so awesome. Probably can't see it in the video. See if I can zoom in. Some crazy freak has snowboarded the chute right there. Look at the snowboard tracks in it. All the way from the top. That's insane. They're insane just for packing it up here. So we're going to hang out here for, I don't know, not too long, probably an hour or so, and then start working our way back to camp. See if we can catch some fish in Leg. There's a panned out view of it. See, these rocks go right to the edge all the way around. There's really no shoreline at all, except that far little patch where you see some green. All right, Andrew's showing off his grayling. It's the first grayling Andrew's ever caught. It's little, it's not a big one. Spread out the dorsal fin, bud. be hard to see from here, guys, but those dorsal fins are just so cool. Yeah, it's tough to tell from here. Anyway, that's Andrew's first grayling ever, second one of the trip for us. I caught one yesterday, Andrew caught one today. Well, guys, we're getting ready to have dinner. It's the last night of our backpacking trip. Caleb and Andrew are hanging out by the fire. We've already added all the boiling water to our backpackers' meals over there, just letting them stand for a minute. Got a fire going. It's actually still daylight. It's probably 7:15, but the boys are getting hungry, so we're eating a little earlier tonight than last night. We're going to get up in the morning and pack out, and then we're going to go fishing at another location with my wife's uncle and aunt, Uncle Gene and Aunt Sandy. I'm really looking forward to that. They are a neat couple. Well, if you ever wanted to sit around the campfire and just hear some great stories that are all true, you want to hang out with Rhonda's Uncle Gene and Aunt Sandy. They've got some great stories. So anyway, we'll do the Minute on the Mountain when it gets a little darker and the wind dies down so you can hear me. And thanks for coming along with us. Alright guys, we're going to do the Minute on the Mountain. Tonight we're looking at Psalm 127 verse 3, which says, "Sons are a heritage from the Lord and children a reward from Him." And I just had that verse in the message when I preached about a week ago. It just really dawned on me. I mean, I've always known that my kids are a gift from God, but this is a great reminder that my children are a reward. That's how blessed we are when we have kids. And you know, I probably just because I've spent a couple days with my sons alone up in the mountains here the last day or two, but you just recognize, you know, how blessed we are to have children, and you recognize what a responsibility it is to love them, to encourage them, to hopefully help them pursue God. Because of all the things that you and I can do in this life, you know, hunting, fishing, shed hunting, whatever else it is you like to do, it all pales in comparison to pursuing God and then helping those that we love do the same thing. So that's my challenge to you this week, that in the midst of whatever else you're doing, that you would find time to pursue God in prayer and in His Word, in fellowship with other Christians, and then also helping other people to pursue Him. So thanks for coming along on this trip. Hope you guys have enjoyed some of the pictures and some of the scenery that we've seen, and have a great night.